Hey guys, it's Postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about all of the brand new things you guys can grab for free, telling you guys the truth behind the Minty pickaxe, and also going into some of the upcoming sprays, as well as the brand new Nintendo skin. It's not exactly exclusive, but you can get a dark version of the Triceratops skin for free. So we're going to get into that and explain exactly how you can do all that in a moment. But if you guys are new around here, consider smashing that subscribe, and don't forget to go and enter in code Postboxpat to your item shop to go and support me, and then go and tweet me on Twitter for a shout out, and also leave your epic game name down below for a chance to be gifted a skin. But remember, put a constructive comment with it. I like to actually read through the comments rather than just reading through a bunch of epic game names. So remember to add a little comment in it about the video after you've watched it, and just let me know what you think about the things that I've talked about. So first off, we're going to start off with the Minty pickaxe, because that is something which so many people are talking about, and there are so many fake giveaways out there at the minute. I'm starting to get very annoyed by it, because everywhere you go, every post you go on, every news feed, there's always someone trying to get followers from this Minty pickaxe they apparently own. Now it's official, the Minty pickaxes will be available on the 6th of November, and that'll be in the UK, US, France and Germany. Now you'll be able to grab these just by going to your local retailer like Game or GameStop and buy a V-Buck card or a Fortnite piece of merch. It's not confirmed yet if it has to be a V-Buck card or not. We don't exactly know 100% the details, but from what we've read on the website, we can assume that it can be any Fortnite merch, and then they should give you this brand new Minty axe for free. Now that's how things are going to work. I guess it's not exactly free because you've got to buy something to get it, but it's like a bonus, so technically it is free. You know, like when you see them offers in like magazines and stuff, and you buy a magazine, you get this free with it. I guess that's the case with this pickaxe, so you are technically getting it for free, but there are a lot of people out there at this moment in time going to be doing a lot of scams and stuff like that. There are also a lot of frustrating big YouTubers who have got thousands and thousands of fake codes. I've seen so many people doing this, not too many, but there's the usual few that you see doing the fake giveaways on them. So please be aware of it, guys. Just let as many people know. Other than that, that's my rant over for all of the Minty pickaxes. They're out on the 6th of November. Keep a lookout. Make sure you go to your local store around then, and you should hopefully get your hands on it. It is a first come first serve basis, so unfortunately if you don't manage to get your hands on it, that's just unlucky, and they may actually backdoor them as well, which means basically give them to staff members rather than give them to customers. We don't know the exact rules of all the stores. You just don't know. It's very hard to kind of like block and stop that from happening, because if there are a lot of Fortnite fans say work there, they're obviously going to get access to the codes first because they work there, and that could happen in your local store. Chances of it are quite low, but you just never know. So that's everything there on the Minty pickaxe right there. The next thing I've got for you guys is the Nintendo Cup. Now this one is so awesome. I would never expect Fortnite to do this, but they've actually decided to go ahead and gift you guys a free skin if you compete on the Nintendo Switch version in the Japanese Cup. Now to do this, you're going to have to change your region to the Asia region, and you will actually gain access to a bunch of different stuff. Some stuff which you just wouldn't expect. You actually gain access to some of the sprays which are very limited back from the Australian packs, was it? I think it was. I've actually got one of the sprays. One of my fans gave it to me. Shout out to you, my friend. But you could actually get access to that as well. So there are a bunch of different items you get. You get a bat bling, the dark Triceratops, or Triceratops. It is not Triceratops. It's the Ops outfit. So that's really cool, and that's going to be a dark version. You can see a few pictures of it on screen right now, and then a few other things as well. The rewards would be the Cab Llama spray, and obviously the Squid Striker, sorry, and also the bat bling as well. So that's really nice to see. And all you've got to do is get 20 points on this cup. Now the downside is, guys, this cup starts tonight, and the time zone for it in the UK, which when you change your region to Asia on your Nintendo Switch, your time zone for it in the UK is 5 AM till 8 AM. So that's very, very early in the morning. Personally, I'm not going to be doing this just to get 20 points, because you are going to be put against some of the best players in Japan, because that's the location of this. And also these players as well will have ping of like 9, 8 and 6, whereas we're looking at ping of like 250, 300 from where I am in the UK. I'm not too sure how your ping would be in the US. It might be a little bit lower actually. I'm not 100%. It may even be higher depending on where you are, but my ping is just so crazy on it. It's just pointless me even trying to get the 20 points, even though 20 points isn't many, because you've got 2 days to do this over in 2 3-hour slots, and the points you receive are quite high. For example, for each elimination you get 1 point. For top 25 you get 3 points, and then for top 15 you get 2, then for top 5 another 2 points, and in the victory royale you get 3 points there. So a total of 11 points if you win with 1 kill, and obviously the more eliminations you get, the higher XP you will be granted as well, with point wise as well. So that's really nice to see, and obviously that's really good. You could end up with like 13-14 points in your first game, then you only need to play a few more. So you could technically do it if you've got the time. I'm going to pass on it. The skin is actually coming to the shop as well, but if you want it for free, you could go ahead and do this. It is tempting to do, like it really is tempting to give it a shot, but waking up at 5 AM to play Fortnite on my Switch, I think it's one of them things which I think it just might not be worth it for this one. And it's not a skin that I'm that desperate for, and I luckily already have the spray. So if you're after the spray, I'd highly recommend trying this one out, guys, because it is definitely worth it if you really want that Cablama spray. It's actually really rare, so I'd recommend it if you really want that spray. This is something you should probably try and do. It's actually, as I'm recording this video now, it's 11:30, so it's roughly about 5.5 hours from right now watching this video, depending on what time it gets up. So, you know, it's going to be a bit too early for me, but give it a shot if you guys want to. Also, guys, there are new sprays getting released. So we had the recent sprays from a bunch of creators, but now we're on to the second set now, as we've hit the 1st of November. Now in this second set, you're going to see the tiger and handoff spray codes. These are really nice sprays. I luckily got my hands on these. Shout out to my friend who actually Storm, who hooked me up with one of these. He's actually a leaker who actually Storm leaks. He knows one of the creators giving them out, and luckily enough, he managed to get me access to this code. Unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to share it any further than myself because they weren't my codes to give out. But obviously, if any codes go public, I'll be sure to give them to you guys if possible on my Discord, which will be linked down below. So don't forget to go and join in on the Discord if you'd like a chance of getting these 2 sprays. They're going to be roughly active for about a weekish, so I'd keep your eyes out as much as you can on social media. Watch out for fake giveaways. Again, they are out there, and it's a shame to see them, but they do pop up around every single corner, so you've really got to keep your eyes out all the time. Don't be buying any cards or anything like that, because they're always either fake or a scam, so please be careful with all that sort of stuff. I seriously want to push that as much as I can. I know so many of my fans who have complained and to me about being scammed and stuff, and there's nothing I can do, unfortunately. You've just got to be careful. It's just a shame that there are so many people trying to scam people in the Fortnite community. There aren't that many, but there's the few. You know, you see them on Twitter with their posts. You can easily identify a true creator like myself, and there's a lot of others out there as well. So please do keep that as your #1 priority when you're looking for sprays out there. It's what I do. I always make sure if I'm going to grab a spray, it's from a legit creator, and then if I'm allowed to share it to my friends, I'll share it to all you guys, because you guys are all my friends. If I'm not allowed, because I've been DM'd it directly, I'm obviously not going to do that, because that's just spoiling the creator's giveaway. So I didn't go and do that, but I could have, but I wouldn't do that because that's just not me. I guess someone else probably would, one of them clickbaiters, but if I end up getting access to any future codes, I'll be sure to give them to you guys if I'm allowed to. So yes, stay tuned for that on the Discord. Now the next thing I've got for you guys is the Darkfires bundle. So this is a brand new bundle which is coming very, very soon into Fortnite Battle Royale, and I guess this will replace the Fortnite Nightmares bundle. So I'd recommend grabbing that Fortnite Nightmares bundle as quickly as possible if you're thinking of grabbing it, because this Darkfires bundle will actually go and replace that. You can see a bunch of the skins here from Fire Monkey on screen right now. These are really nice, and I definitely think if we get these in game, a lot of people will be happy to have these and be able to use them in game. I'm personally very excited for the Qatar bat bling, and also excited for the cube wrap and the cube pickaxe, because that is just so nice, and we all know that the dark substance in the game is something pretty legit and pretty unique to Fortnite Battle Royale. So I definitely think if Fortnite go ahead and make this a thing that people can purchase very, very soon, a lot of people will buy it. I think it'll be more of like just leading into Christmas, as Fortnite have probably got some sort of Christmas bundle planned as well. I'm assuming that's probably what they'll do on that side of stuff. So assuming that that is the case, we'll probably get this around the very end of November, maybe around the 13th onwards, probably leading up to the end. Then it gets removed, and then around Christmas time, boom, in comes some Christmas bundles, and then we can grab them as well. They like to release a lot of these bundles, and a lot of the bundles actually become pretty rare. I don't think people actually class them as rare skins though, because they're more of like a not an item shop skin. I feel like non-item shop skins just don't get the same rank as the store skins, even if they look really cool, and usually they're just remakes of previous skins. That's why the Fortnite Nightmares one to me is pretty unique, because none of the skins on there are remakes, but a lot of the other bundles we get are just revamps of previous skins, and I think that's what makes them quite disappointing to a lot of people. We'll have to see if we get the Frozen Legends Frozen Legends bundle back towards December side of stuff, because obviously that was a pretty rare one at a time, but it did actually come in and out a few different times of the item shop. I've seen that Frozen bundle come out I think twice now it went in and came out, which was strange. Sorry, the store. I don't know why I called it the item shop. Anyway, moving on from that, guys, we've got last few topics to end up the video on. We've actually got a bug currently on Fortnite Battle Royale, which allows you to rocket ride a sniper shot. So obviously you don't use a rocket, you fire the sniper and you jump on the bullet. The chances of this actually happening though is very, very slim, almost like catching the mystic fish. So you've really got to get very, very lucky for that to happen. I personally think you'd probably never ever get that to work, even if you tried all day. You'd have to have like thousands of people trying. It's almost impossible. But if anyone does manage to get it to work, let me know on Twitter. Send me a little clip. I'd be loving to see that happen. Even if it's not you and you found a clip, send it to me. I'd love to actually see someone actually do that, because it sounds pretty crazy and pretty fun. And the final little thing I've got for you guys is a little glitch regarding pets. These are all from FireMonkey, these ones, and this one is a interesting glitch, which is actually rendering some sort of a sphere, which actually goes around the outside of the pet. So I didn't expect this to happen, but it is happening. It's happened to me a few times in game when I'm running my pets, and it is strange to see. But basically that is obviously the animation area, or maybe even the hitbox for the pet. I don't think it actually has a hitbox, because obviously if you shoot the pet you don't actually physically take damage unless it's shooting at you directly to fall through the pet. If it's going like along the side, it should just shoot straight through. But I guess this is kind of like the region the pet can move his moving parts, whatever they would be on whatever pet it is. So that's really nice to see, and it's cool. It's a cool glitch because it kind of gives us an insight to how these pets have worked and programmed. So I'm pretty happy about that one. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's news video. I've got some more news videos lining up for tomorrow as well for you guys. At the minute in Fortnite there isn't that much going on in the world, so I think I'm just going to keep doing some news videos for the time being, keeping you guys up to date with all the latest Fortnite news. As always, if there is anything major, I always try and cover it on the channel, and I do think these topics are quite vital and crucial topics which you guys should take into account all the time. Watch out for scams out there. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Smash code Postboxpat in the item shop, and once again, this is Postboxpat signing out.